Hey guys, Scott here, and today I have got an awesome game for you to see. This was my ace tanker in the KV-2, as the title suggests. So here I was in this game with my friend Matrix. We were in a platoon, he was in the flat panzer and I was in the KV-2. As you can see, the matchup was pretty fair. We had a 47% chance to win. The enemy team had some decent players like their Dicamax and their SU-100. The KV-2 on their team was good, the KV-1 and the T1 Heavy and the ELC, but apart from that their team was pretty red. Same with ours, to be honest, a few decent players and then mostly tomatoes. So here we are. I've decided to follow this SU-100 up to the middle because I think we've got enough heavies coming down this way towards the cap circle. So I decided to go up here and help these guys out a bit in the mid. Matrix goes absolutely full Rambo off to the right here, which is not a great move in a flat panzer. The SU-100 appears, the All-44 appears, and before you know it, he's not going to be too healthy. So as you can see, the health points at this stage in the game are pretty fair. Apart from Matrix just dying, but anyway. As you see, the health is pretty fair. So here I was, I rolls up to the middle, and a T1 Heavy appears. I decide to fire into him for a measly 302 damage. I would have thought it would have done a lot more damage than that. The KV-1 rolls up to this hill, and he has got the derp gun on that thing. As I can see, he's got the 122mm U11, so he's a mini derp. He fires his gun. I know he's got a 20-second reload, so I decide to go around. And disaster! I put the shot straight over his tank, thinking, what a donkey. That shot would have made things a lot easier, as the KV-1 would have been dead, and it would have meant that I couldn't be spotted by him for this T1 Heavy. I tried to risk the T1 Heavy trying to put a few shots into my track there, by trying to nudge myself around the corner, although I reverse up and take the shot. Now, 249 damage, really? It's not a great roll. But oh no, Cromwell. He stops and decides to shoot the SU-100 behind me. Not doing a lot of damage there either. I'm still reloading my shell, so I'm thinking this guy could do a lot of damage to me. But luckily, our Cromwell appears up on the ridge. I turn the corner and bang! Goodbye, Cromwell. Okay, now, at this point in the game, the enemy team have all dumped themselves in the cap circle as far as their heavies go. We've got our Cromwell who came up the flank here. He somehow missed this ELC, but he is about to be a godsend for me in this middle bit. We've got our heavies here, they're sitting around being useless, getting shot, and I've got this T1 Heavy. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I aim up the shot on the Dicamax. The T1 Heavy had died. I'm aiming up the shot. I'm aiming it up. I'm thinking yes. Boom! And down he goes. The Dicamax is out of here. The M3 Lee dies to the Cromwell, and I'm sort of thinking this might be recoverable. We have a larger amount of tanks. But then disaster strikes. The enemy team start absolutely obliterating us. And as you can see from the hit points, there's now quite a lot of hit points in this. Okay, so I decide to roll up to this ridge to see if I can get some shots into the cap circle. As always, I try to aim my cannon third person. I'm not sure why I do this, and yeah, it missed. It's just a bad habit. I'm sure a lot of you do it if you play World of Tanks. Anyway, our OI is on little health. He dies. I'm starting to think this is going... It's evened up at this stage, but it's not great. They've got tanks in the cap circle. I tried to aim up the shot on the SU-100. I didn't think the ARL was a hittable target from the speed he was going, but the KV-2! He puts one into the cliff just in front of me. What a disaster. And then the SU-100 slams me down to 110 hit points. This is really not going well now. Our team has a combined 345, no, mate, that 165 health between us against the enemy's 1,200. Oh, The ELC kills the other ELC, which brings the total down to 1007, but still, they have a lot more hit points than us, and they have an extra tank. This should be in the bag for them now. They've got 3 tanks in the cap circle, and you start to think, yeah, this is it. This is over now. But it's not. I roll up to this ridge here to try and get some shots at the oil. And into the cap circle. I see the oil. I'll aim him up in the third person. I switch to the first person. It doesn't let me go down far enough, so I fire in the third person and kill him. I'm not sure what happened there, but I could aim further down in the third person than I could in my first person view. So I decide to just go full Rambo now. If I'm going to stop that cap, I've got to be near the cap circle. I've got to be in the cap circle. We've just got to go full Rambo now. My shell is just about loaded when this KV-2 appears, and I fire on the move and kill him. Great shot from the KV-2. That could have easily gone wrong, and that would have been game over. So I get into the cap circle. It is just me alive now. And we got the 4H, which he was last spotted here, so he could be anywhere around this back part of the map. The SU-100 is right in front of me in the cap circle. I couldn't risk the shot there, as if I had done, he would have just come round and killed me. So, what I try to do is get up close to him and see if I can flank him around either side of his tank destroyer, as he doesn't have a turret. But of course, it now just turns into a game of cat and mouse, and he's aiming at the right side of the building. So I'm thinking, where's this 4H? I've got to do something before the 4H appears, and there he is. He just appeared on the ridge. He's using a pretty decent gun over there, the 75cm L48. That can easily rip through this tank, and I'm thinking, oh god. So what I do next is I make a Rambo run for this corner. He fails to hit me there, which is surprising. I edge my track out from behind the corner. The SU-100 puts a shot into my track. Why didn't he wait? Or why didn't he aim that better? I'll never know. I pop up a repair kit, I turn the corner, and bang! Goodbye SU-100. Now it is just me and the 4H. This is turning into a pretty epic game. So I'm thinking, great, there's the opportunity for the Top Gun, there's the opportunity to win this game. I'm asking my friend Matrix whether I should load a HE shell or an AP shell for this guy. I was thinking myself that the AP shell would be more appropriate. 700 damage and 110 pen, that's easily going to go through this guy. But Matrix was adamant that if I keep the HE shell, it'll be fine and I'll kill him. Don't risk the long reload, and we've got to make sure that I hit him. Okay, so this is really tense now. The cap bar stops, which means he's entered the cap circle. He appears, he turns the corner, bang! It hits his spaced armor with the track, and of course HE doesn't do very well against tracks and spaced armor. In hindsight, I should have put that into his turret. I should have aimed it more. I panicked because of the tenseness of the game. I'm thinking, God, that's it. I've done it now. So, I back up. I decide to make a run for it on the left. I mean, on the right even. He puts a shot into me. I'm still reloading my shell. He's tracked. I tell my team I'm reloading my shell. I'm reloading the HE shells. I'm definitely going to kill him this time. He backs up. Then, I'm thinking, great, we might actually do this. He pulls around the side. I traverse my turret to the right. And, kaboom! Down he goes. Absolutely brilliant game. Completely awesome. Let's take a look at the post-match results. Okay, so here we are in the post-match results. As you can see, it was a pretty damn awesome game. I got 3,790 experience with a base of 1,263, 2,235 damage and a Top Gun. Detailed report, I fired 12 shots, I hit 9 of them, and 9 of them penned. Well, it says they penned. We know they didn't really, but it's got to class it as something. I made a profit of 22,205. The overall win rate for that game was 7,324, which gives me the Super Unicorn badge and puts me within that top percentile. Here we are, the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. I got a higher experience than 99% of all players in this tank within the last 7 days. Then we on to the medals. We got the Top Gun, the Defender, and then of course these two very rare medals which I was rather surprised to get. The Bruno's medal for destroying 3 or 4 enemy vehicles while having received 5 different hits and losing 80% of hit points. That's because I destroyed 4 vehicles while I was on 110 hit points, and then, well no, I destroyed 3 while I was on 110 hit points, and then the last guy when I was on 18, very close to death. Then I had the langlades medal, because I destroyed 4 enemy vehicles while they were in the cap circle. We had the oil, the KV-2, the SU-100, and then finally the 4H. So I got this very rare medal. As you can see, this was an absolutely brilliant game for me in the KV-2. It's such a fun and awesome tank, and I would highly recommend it to any of you playing World of Tanks who want a tank that you can do mass amounts of damage in. Is really fun to play and is quite intimidating, I'd say, for your enemy team. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you next time.